Okay, hey guys, so this first video is pretty much going to take you through each of our programs, each of the programs that we offer, and ages, ratios, the levels. So this is really going to break down all of the different programs inside the gym. Guys, when you're watching these videos, like understand that the information that is being given to you is for you guys to use and to be the best employee that you can be with. So take notes, record, do whatever you need to do to try and learn the information as best as possible, because the faster you learn it and the better you get at knowing this stuff, then the better employee you're going to be and the funner you're going to have working on the things that you're working for because you have the right knowledge. Okay, so I'm on the website right now and I thought, this would be the easiest place to start taking you guys through. So if you're watching this video, it's because you're pretty new to the staff. First off, welcome. We're happy to have you. But second of all is just knowing the 4 different facilities that we have within this facility. Yes, you are an employee of Gymnastics Elite, but inside of Gymnastics Elite, we also have Flip's birthday party, which is right here. So it is obviously a birthday party hall. It's pretty self-explanatory. We also have Gym Smarts Daycare. So it's a daycare and a learning center for 3 and 4-year-olds. It's our school area, and then the other business that we have within here is going to be On Point ballet classes. Okay, so On Point does have its own name as an academy. It has its own website, but the classes and everything, age-wise, we'll still go over them here. So program-wise, those are the, I guess, different like business and affiliates that we have within the company. Program-wise, we offer, let's start off with our gymnastics classes. Okay, so these are all the programs that we offer. Gymnastics classes start in our preschool program. So it's really easy for us to say something like we start kids off at 18 months. Accepting students between the ages of 18 months and 18 years. So 18 months is the very, very youngest that we will accept for classes, and that takes us into our preschool program. Okay, so if I click the picture, it's going to take me over to the breakdown of the preschool classes. Guys, this is our website. Feel free to come back to this website or log on to the website to memorize whatever you need to. But this really does break down the programs for you. We've got our roly-polies, which are it's a mommy and me class. It's 18 months to 3 years of age. Right here it shows you the student to teacher ratio. It's 8:1 because the parents are in there with them. So right here it explains this is a parent and child interactive class where toddlers will be introduced to the world of gymnastics with the support of a familiar face being in the gym with them, hence being the mommy part of mommy and me, daddy and me, grandpa and me, grandma and me, whoever it is. Some of the skills that they will be learning are behavioral skills like waiting in line, sharing, taking turns, and following directions, basic gymnastics shapes and positions, forwards, sidewards, and backward rolls, and then learn to incorporate gymnastics positions on the beams, bars, floor, and vaults. This class is only 45 minutes long. Okay, this is one of the only classes that is only 45 minutes long. Up here, there is a different description for our preschool program. This stuff is so easy for you guys to use in a tour, in an information call. It's just a matter of learning the information as best as you can in whatever way you learn best, okay? From our roly-polies, another name for roly-polies as well is our Tumble Buddies, but we name them differently to recognize the discount on it. Our Tumble Buddies is a homeschool class, so it does come with a discount, which you'll learn about the discounts and the pricing later on. But just know that roly-polies and Tumble Buddies are the same program, same length, same age, same ratio, same everything. Price-wise, they will be different. Okay, so our next class is the Jumping Jelly Beans. So from roly-polies, once they turn 3, they go over to our Jumping Jelly Beans class. 3 and 4-year-olds here, our student-to-teacher ratio for this one is 6:1 because it is one coach with 6, 3, and 4-year-olds. Same thing introductory-wise. It does get a little bit harder as far as skill-wise. We might start, these kids are just focusing on rolls, but for the jelly beans, we are starting to teach them how to get onto their hands for like handstands and like baby cartwheels. But it's still very behavioral based on skills like listening to their coaches, staying in line, taking turns, listening for corrections, following the obstacle course, staying with the class, which are all social skills that kids are going to need once they start getting ready for school, which this is probably the age that they are preparing for pre-K or even kinder. And yeah, so this stuff will kind of help them in that sense of their life. This class is 55 minutes long, and then from here, once they turn 5, excuse me, once they turn 5, then they go up to our Superstars class, depending on the age. Now, both of these classes are co-ed classes. There are boys and girls that can be in the roly-polies, and there are boys and girls that can be in the jelly beans. Now, once they turn 5, next level would be Superstars for the girls and Little Ninjas for the boys. So the boys would start feeding into our Ninja Zone program, and the girls would continue to feed into our gymnastics program. So let's click back and let's start talking about our gymnastics classes. So our gymnastics classes are girls only. We do not offer boys gymnastics. And we have our gymnastics classes broken up in a lot of different ways. We have our stars program, and then levels in the stars, and then we've got our girls gym, and then levels in the gym. Okay, so starting off with our Superstars. This is a 5 and 6 year old class. Again, this is for girls only. Student to coach ratio on this is 8-1. Here it gives you a brief description of the class, so take the time to read this. You're going to be asked some questions on this stuff here. Same thing, the class here is 55 minutes long, and this is like an entry-level class, right? So it's very introductory. It's a very entry and basic level of gymnastics, and our goal is to get them to go from Superstars to Shining Stars in their first 3 months with us. Okay, so same ages. Once you go to Shining Stars, ages 5 and 6, student to coach ratio 8-1. A lot of the things are the same, except now the difficulty of skills is a little bit higher, and now we're actually focusing on level 1 gymnastics routines, which is what USCG has provided with us. So you can see that our Superstars classes, they're not even level 1, and our intro classes are, let's say that Superstars is level 0, and our intro classes are level -1. Okay, so that just shows you how basic these classes are and how easy it is for kids to, in 3 months, accomplish this and get ready for Shining. Shining is where they'll start level 1. And again, time-wise, this class is also 55 minutes. And from Shining Stars, as long as they're 5 and 6, as they move up, our goal is to get them out of Shining Stars and into Sparkling Stars within 6 months. Okay, so we've got 3 months here. We've got 6 months here. Sparkling continues again, same ages, same student to coach ratio. Now they are starting to train level 2 gymnastics, and this is also the level where we start looking at them for our pre-team, which you'll have another video on our team information, but just understand that at this level here is where we really start trying to pull them up into our pre-team. And if for whatever reason the parents decline the pre-team, then they end up going into elite girls gym. So same exact thing, starting with the girls gymnastics for 7 and up. Same exact thing. Now it's just an age difference. So here it's 7 years and up. Same ratio, same skills, same focus, same length of time. Again, it is just 7 and up. Entry girls gymnastics, 3 months or before move into intermediate girls gymnastics. One more time, same thing as far as ages. This is 7 and up. Same ratio, same class length. Now they're just working the level 1 gymnastics routines, and then we've got our advanced girls, which is our level 2 gymnastics routines. Same age, same ratio, some harder skills, 55 minutes. Advanced girls is also the level where we start looking to move girls into our Sapphires pre-team because they're a little bit older. And if the parents decline, then they go into elite girls gymnastics. Okay, so Elite Girls Gymnastics is the last level of our rec program, so it's almost like an open-ended class. They start at the level 3, but the great part about this is that if they accomplish their level 3 skills, then they just move on to their level 4 skills, and they just move on to their level 5 skills. We have some girls in this class currently that are probably about level 3s on bars, and they're starting to work level 4 on beam because they're a little bit more advanced on beam. So that's the awesome part about this open-ended class is that it might be the end of our rec program, but it doesn't have to be the end of their time with us once they get to this level. because they can continue on through the levels and through the different skills and just take it at a rec base if they decide not to get onto our teams and to any of our teams. Okay, so that is our gymnastics program. We're going to scroll back. Let's go into our Ninja Zone program now. Ninja Zone is a little bit simpler. It's a little bit easier because we keep the classes together. So here is Coach Gavin describing the Ninja Zone class, which would be a great thing for you guys to do. So the only thing that changes here is that all levels are in the same class. There is four different levels to our Ninja Zone program. We've got our baby ninjas, which would be another form of our roly-poly class, a mommy and me class, just focused on ninja skills as opposed to gymnastic skills. And then they would go into our little ninjas class, and little is L-I-L apostrophe ninjas. So it's little ninjas. They are 3 to 5 year olds, boys or girls, but classes are gender specific. So we'll have a little girls ninjas and a little boys ninjas. Okay, so classes are co-ed, but each class itself is gender specific. We should not have girls and boys together in the same class. Little ninjas is 3 to 5 year olds. And then once they turn 6, they are now put into our ninja training program, which it would either be boys ninja training or girls ninja training. Ninja training is for kids between the ages of 6 and 12. And then once they turn 13, they would move into our urban gymnastics, which is a little bit freer and a little bit more challenging. And at that point is where we can start mixing the genders. We can have boys and girls in the same class. And they're just learning a little bit obviously just harder skills, more daring skills. Now, for levels, for our ninjas, it's more like karate. So we have headbands, and the headbands show the level that the child is. And for example, let me see if I can pull something up here. We'll go to iClass. The color of their headband is actually what shows what level they're in. So we start off as a white headband, ninja, and that tells the coaches what skills to work on. And then we go into a yellow headband, then it goes into a green headband, then it goes into a blue headband. So the only way for the kids to get a headband is to test at one of our missions. We have missions every 3 months, which gives the kids an opportunity to test out of their level or current headband every 3 months. And coaches invite the kids that have a pretty good chance at making that transition from one belt to another. So it's not so open-ended. It's not up to the parents whether they participate in the mission or not. It's up to the coaches, and we let them know. We enroll them. We present them with a certificate, letting them know that they have qualified to enroll. The parents still have to go up to the desk and register them for it, but it's just different in that sense. And yeah, this shows the different classes that we have. So we've got boys ninja training, little ninjas, and boys urban gymnastics. We have some girls classes, not too many. Like we've got a girls ninja training on Wednesday at 5:30 and a girls ninja training on Saturday at 9. So we don't have a lot of girls classes currently, but we do have them. And again, this program is for both genders, but the classes are gender specific. Okay, so that takes care of Ninja Zone. Then we're going to go over into our ballet classes. And that took us to a completely different website. So for ballet, let's actually work off of iClass. Just so I can show you the ages. So ballet, we start at the age of 3. And first class here shows Hopping Hollies is our first level of ballet for 3 and 4 year olds. Once they turn 6, they would move into our Dancing Daisies. Once they turn 7, they would move into our entry ballet. And from entry ballet is where they're going to start the different levels. From entry, they go to junior ballet. And we're actually going to rename it to where it'll be ballet 1, ballet 2, and ballet 3. And these classes are, if we kick it open here, they are co-ed. We have had some boys in ballet before. Obviously, they're more geared towards girls, but we're not opposed to having boys in our co-ed class. So you'll notice that any class that has this age range, 3 to 4, the maximum number of students per class, the ratio is always going to be a lower ratio because of the age. Okay, so it's usually 6-1, unless it's a mommy and me class that stays at the 8s. Our Dancing Daisies program is 8-1 because they are a little bit older, so it's a little bit easier for the coaches to keep their attention. So this one is a maximum of students of 8 per coach. And then our entry ballet also is 8 kids per coach. Okay, but the ages obviously are a little bit different. And those are the details of each of our class. So I showed you a couple of ways that you can get that information. You could either go to our website, gymnastics-elite.com, and click on classes, and it'll take you to this where it has the breakdowns. Or you can go over to iClass and search by program and open up the pencil for a class to get the specifics of that class as far as age requirements and class ratio, and yeah, so that takes care of our programs. Again, take the time to go back and look at the information on the website or rewatch this video if you feel like you missed anything. Whatever it's going to take for you to get the information, it is your responsibility to remember this stuff and to get as familiar as you can with it, because it's just going to make your interactions with our customers so much better. So let's kind of try and focus on that. And then, yeah, let us know if you have any questions, or if you came across anything that maybe I didn't address during this video. A great thing to do is just to keep questions on the notes that you're taking. Maybe highlight them or circle them, so that after your training, when you get a chance to meet with your leader, you can ask the questions that came up, and it's not something that we're waiting on until it's too late or you don't ever ask.